Thank you for joining the Performance Management Seminars, where we tackle tough issues in performance management. My name is Victor Holman, and I am the CEO of Lifecycle Performance Professionals. We've all been in situations where one business unit or support group points fingers at another and vice versa when a critical process fails. Well, today we're going to discuss an important issue that most organizations face, and that's breaking down functional or departmentalized thinking and creating streams of information that flow across multiple support groups. You see, organizations use business units and departments in order to differentiate the various support groups and functions which drive their business. For example, personnel issues are handled in HR, payroll issues are handled in accounting, and computer or systems issues are handled in IT. Most organizations have a significant business intelligence investment. Research has shown that a lack of business intelligence can cost an organization, on average, $478,868 a year. Wow. See, the problem is, systems are built around functional areas rather than built across enterprise processes. For instance, marketing only collects information that is required to get their product on the street, and sales only collects information about prospects and customer leads and lead conversion. Whereas customer service, they really are only interested in customer issues and how they resolve them and how well they resolve them. Well, in reality, business processes are streams of activity that flow across multiple functional boundaries. And if you have functional boundaries, the result is functional thinking that goes throughout the organization. So, what are functional silos? A functional silo, in this case, is a division or management system incapable of reciprocal operation with another related division or management system. See, the problem with organizations that are trapped in this siloed mentality is employees rarely study how their function contributes to the larger business process in which their function supports. Now, as a result, these organizations have limited knowledge on their processes and often do not properly identify their core processes. This is a major pain point in many performance management initiatives. Most major processes require support from multiple functional support groups. In order to break down these silos, each functional group and individual must understand their primary process and how it fits into core functions of your business. In order to successfully measure the performance and efficiency of these major processes, we must first understand which groups are responsible for handling these processes and what their responsibilities are. Second, we must understand the handoffs of responsibility, that is, when and how the process gets transferred from one group to the next group. And thirdly, we must develop requirements for each responsibility within the process. For example, let's take a purchasing process. When a purchase request comes in, an approval committee or governance team must approve or reject that request within 24 hours. Then, the purchasing department must place the order within 24 hours. Then, the warehouse must send that order within 24 hours. See, once we understand this, we can say that the purchasing order, if approved, will be shipped within 72 hours. If the purchase is not sent within 72 hours, we now understand where the bottleneck occurred. Ultimately, if this happens on multiple occasions, the responsible group or groups will have to revisit their sub-processes. Success breaking down functional thinking depends largely on how well the performance management team involves functional support group management and key members, and how well these sub-processes are identified. Breaking down functional thinking is key. The important aspect is developing the proper communication channels throughout the entire organization so that when dependencies and cross-functional processes are identified, points of contacts will be established and each group will be responsible for ensuring that their staff understand their contribution to the larger multifunctional process and organizational goals. Now, an effective method for identifying and managing these processes is by creating cross-functional flowcharts. Cross-functional flowcharts break processes down into sub-processes, and it shows the relationships between process steps and functional units. You should use cross-functional flowcharts to capture the flow of a process from department to department, or to show how a process affects different functional units within your organization. You can present any cross-functional process either vertically or horizontally. A vertical layout places slightly more emphasis on the functional units, while a horizontal layout emphasizes the process. In a horizontal layout, bands representing functional units run horizontally across the drawing page, highlighting the process. In a vertical layout, bands representing the functional units run vertically from the top to the bottom of the page, highlighting the functional units. I hope you found this seminar to be informative. Hopefully you have a better understanding about functional thinking and how it can affect your organization, and how using a system that can identify enterprise processes more rather than focus on functional thinking can add tremendous value to your organizational performance. I encourage you to look at some of our other seminars so you can get a better understanding of lifecycle performance management and how it can drive your organizational performance and transform your organization to a high-performing organization. Thank you for your time.